Oh, you know what? I never tested this. This.
Wow.
It works. I normally do that before the stream. Hello. Fair warning. So, Stream Elements decided to install itself over itself. So currently OBS is now running two versions of Stream Elements, like right on top of each other, which I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know how that's gonna interact. If it's gonna make like OBS really unstable or something, but it's a little concerning because like right now I have two go live buttons. I have two versions installed. I have like two option bars on the top here. It's just weird. And I am genuinely afraid it's just gonna implode at some point. We'll figure it out. Well, I'll figure it out. You'll watch. Well, maybe, hopefully. Hi. How's it going? You need to get some artwork or something over your bed. Also, hello. No, you. Actually, I thought about hanging some shelves above the bed. So I have these candles, right? And these candles all turn different colors. So I'm gonna like hang some shelving over the bed and put the candles on there. That way they kind of match the lighting atmosphere. That'd be quite nice. How you doing, Lauren? I was just saying how like Streamlabs has installed itself over itself, so now it's gonna be unfortunate. We have lost Lauren. Oh. But no. Streamlabs has installed itself over itself. So right now my OBS is like running two versions of Streamlabs, and I'm moderately afraid it's gonna implode. Hey, what's up? Told you to be back for next stream. Hey, blessed by Air Games. Good to see ya. How you doing? We'll see. It should be fine. Anyways, so the plan for today is we're gonna see what Slime Rancher holds for us. It might be a very short, like 10-minute session of Slime Rancher. It might be a little longer. Either way, after that, we're gonna move to Outer Wilds. Outer Wilds is already installed. I've not opened it yet, so that could be fun. But Outer Wilds already installed, so we can see how that game is. Heard really, really good things about that game, and it's a mild horror game. So, horror in like the loosest terms. I will see. I'm excited. Cool. That's working just fine. Lovely. Pop up the volume. They're so loud. Why are they so loud? Cool. I'm gonna dink around for just a second until GRW gets here. I just know he likes this game rather, but okay, we're good. Yeah, he likes this game a good bit. So if we're gonna finish it off, we may as well wait for him. And it gives me a chance to explore the rest of this as well. So, manifold cubes. Those are used for like different types of gadgets, right? Why can I hear myself so much? Weird. I can hear myself like way more than usual, and I don't know if I'm a fan of it or not. Yeah, just pop those right in there. Lovely. Gonna lurk, get ready for dinner today. Ooh, where are you going? Is it a date? I'm being nosy, I'm sorry. I think these guys are happy, yeah? Maybe. Ooh. Yeah, these guys are all happy, which is good. What do you imagine a pink slime tastes like? Something between like blueberry and strawberry. I don't know why. Oh, these guys are also getting... Oh. Okay, that wasn't intentional, but that'll work, I guess. Pepto-Bismol. Oh, way to ruin that, thanks. Okay, be right back. Sounds good. I imagine fruity yet tangy. Yeah, see, that's probably like a lot nicer way to describe it. I have our last, I assume it's our last letter.
Wow.
Wow. Hey, Tyron, how you doing, man? Good to see ya. Oh, there's so much here. These are growing good. I'm out of water. Where's the nearest water source from me? I guess I can go to the docks. That's probably the closest, yeah? Yeah. How's what day is it? Thursday. I'm sorry. Like, you need to understand, I go from like work to streaming. Like, literally, I'm off work 30 minutes ago and then I'm streaming, so my brain's a bit fried at this point. That's why you get the stupid commentary. Just download Destiny 2 because it's free on Epic. Not sure if I'd like it or not, though. I think I've grabbed that. Hey, if it's free, why not? Surely it's no Subnautica, but I just like Subnautica, okay. Oh, he's happy again. Lovely. These guys are all good. So is he gonna sell these now? Yeah, he's our seller. Cool. Stop it. Oh, shit. I did a bit of reading, or hold on. There we go. I did a bit of reading off stream about how like fire slimes work and just like slime happiness in general. And it turns out you can use fire slimes to like very directly make slimes unhappy. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you can. And after touching like a fire slime 3 or 4 times, they're just like at max unhappiness. Okay. Let's see. I have one. I think they're just feeding, yeah? If they're just feeding, I'm gonna run these over here and see what our next like Z upgrade is. 7Z. Dude, I've really enjoyed this game. This is just like a really refreshing game after like, I guess there's like nothing in particular, but it was just really refreshing in general. Just a wonderful little game, and I highly recommend everyone plays this. Like, even if you think you wouldn't like this game, I would still recommend you give it a try, because it's just very good. People arrive. Hey, Alice. How are you? Okay, don't click the star mail. 40. All right, I'm poor. Oh, I look at him like, yep, I'm poor. I'm good? That's good, friend. I'm glad to hear it. I'm just making a little bit of money before oh, balls. I don't want to talk about it. My mangoes are out of control. Mint mangoes. Hey, Ben, how you doing, man? Good to see you. What I may do eventually is come back to this and play the 5-day rush. That looks like a lot of fun. So what game is this? This is Slime Rancher. Slime Rancher is a very cute little game with actually some pretty good lore behind it. I was surprised. I wonder how that would taste. Why is everyone talking about slime taste? Oh yeah, never mind. I don't want to talk about it. Shut up. Shut up. It's like, I make these jokes before the stream, right? Like, they go through my head before the stream. I'm like, yes, that's the perfect stream idea. Or like, perfect title. And then I forget about it. And then people are like, oh yeah, this is what it would taste like. Like, what are you talking about? Like, oh. There's so many. Okay, let's go drop these off. I think GRW said there's 20 levels of the, of 7Z, right? I wonder how the slimes would taste too. We're actually just talking about that. Lauren said the pink slimes would taste like Pepto-Bismol. Oh my god. I hate it. Me too. I said something between like strawberry and blueberry, and then hold on. And someone else said, yeah, Blessed said fruity yet tangy. Which is a lot better than Pepto-Bismol, frankly. I don't watch TikTok, but there's this weird trend. People were eating food with pink sauce and it looked gross. Pink sauce? What kind of pink sauce? Pink, yeah, so I want to know, like, you say pink sauce, what kind of pink sauce? I don't know what it was, but there was this girl eating chicken tenders with pink sauce. I don't know. I don't know. I don't eat out enough for that. I don't watch TikTok either. I'm just not hip, okay? I only leave the house when needed. I don't watch TikTok. Oh, dude, that's like reminds me of like when they did that whole thing on like, yeah, McDonald's chicken nuggets are actually like pink slime, and you're like, are they though? Maybe they are. I don't know. I like the fries. I like the fries though. You heard we were talking about chicken. Run. Wait, who wants the mangoes? You want the mangoes. What fast food place? It genuinely like McDonald's or Wendy's. Like, surprisingly, Wendy's has like top tier fries, man. Plus being able to get like a good... Don't short me. All right, fine, short me. Get like a Frosty with it, that's just top tier right there. They do start off as being some McDonald's, I don't know about that one. Wendy's or Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A has good waffle fries. Oh, you guys always do this. Like, I'll start the stream and you'll start talking about food. I'm like, well, I'm here for another 3 hours, make me hungry. Send fries. I love a good potato wedge. The waffle fries are good. Sorry, no, you're good. It's just like a consistent thing. People come in here like, have you tried this? You're like, I haven't, but I want to now. I'm also hungry, thank you. Don't flip me. Hey! You dick. That takes care of that. Where... I'm pretty sure if I click that button, the credits might roll. So I don't want to do that quite yet. Is there anything else on the map I need to really take care of? You know what? I'm surprised I haven't gotten a better upgrade for the treasure cracker yet. Go catch dittos. I don't care. I'm gonna go catch a ditto and no one can tell me otherwise. Ivysaur is the best Pokemon. Defend yourself on this one. Defend. I want like a full thesis on why. So what's the objective of this game? So there's a bit of lore behind it. Okay, I can't. Oh, maybe I can go this way in the future. I think I can. Hey, Aramara, how are you? So the big game basically starts off. It's like, hey, you're a slime rancher. Go out there and ranch slimes. And as you explore the game, you find out that there's this one guy here before, just you know him as H, who's like, hey, I came out here for the same reason you did. I was kind of escaping life, and I'm kind of seeking adventure, and this place offers just that. So you're kind of going through, you're exploring all these different slimes, like, there we go. Nope, this one, that one. The game's massive, like there's a bunch of slimes, a bunch of resources, different ranch things, and like the whole world in general is just huge. It's a good sized world. Slime Rancher 2, Slime Rancher 2. And you kind of get this backstory between yourself and this is yourself? I don't think you can see yourself here, but between yourself and a previous partner. And you kind of learn that you share a lot in common with the previous guy that was here. Oh, this area is different. Where's the Dittos? I haven't played a game since Sun and Moon. Oh, that's a good... I will say, Sun and Moon wasn't overly well-liked. I liked it. Where's the Dittos? Where's the Dittos? So I don't know about current metas, but I'm sorry. I'd snuggle the crap out of a pink Bulbasaur. Oh, pink Bulbasaur. I read pink Bulbasaur. Ditto. What the? Oh, Nades. Thank you. Very kind of you, fella. Hope you're doing well. Very, very kind of you. Where's the Dittos? Very kind of you. Thank you, man. Bulbasaur fans unite. Oh, you've started a war, man. I'm sorry. I can't help you here. Get him. Nope. Where'd he go? Really fun Pokemon games? Yeah. No, like the new Pokemon game actually looks top tier. I keep saying top tier. Are you a Bulbasaur? No, you're just angry. It's a mood. Scarlet and Violet actually looks pretty good. Get it. Get it. Because they have some... So... Scarlet and Violet's gimmick is... I'm going to pronounce this wrong, but like... terrestrializing? Something like that. Where a Pokemon can change its typing. I'm assuming it's going to work like the previous kind of like gimmicks have, where it's like only one per battle sort of thing. But it offers a lot of potential because like imagine Shedinja. You get a Shedinja, right? You change it to electric type. Give it an air balloon. It is now a Wonder Guard ground type Shedinja. Where'd it go? No! With an air balloon. It's literally untouchable. There are a few things that can touch that Pokemon then. Like so few. It's just untouchable. What the? Yeah, no, it's a really interesting concept. So like if Shedinja's in the game, it's gonna change the meta massively. It's a party today. How y'all doing? Hope your Thursday's going well. Any of you Dittos? Show me the Dittos. Oh. Wait, hold on. Surely. Oh, I knew it. That's a really cool concept. I'm excited for it. I hope it does better than, what was the last game? What was the last game? Help. Sword and Shield, that one. I heard that like the base game kind of fell flat, but the DLC kind of saved Dittos. The DLC saved it. We're almost out of time. We're gonna hit the, what are they called? The tower glitches soon. That's gotta be, it's gotta be fake. All right, I'm wrong. Fine. No. Have any of y'all ever played competitive Pokemon? Because like that's a whole new scene. Oh shit. I just realized what was happening. Where do I go? Give me instructions. There it is. Where's Sapnav? Oh, cool. The exit's like right here. Nice. I remember you had some EV training on your Pokemon to make something as strong as they can be. Not sure if that's still a thing, but I never liked that. Yeah, so like EVs were hidden values that you would get based off of... Am I gonna make that? Oh, you dick. Based off what Pokemon you beat in battle. This is what I'm gonna do. So we're not just like sitting around here. I'll get to 40,000. I'll buy the new thingy here, trophy. At that point, I will read whatever letters are left. If it rolls the credits, that's great. We'll move on to Outer Wilds, because I really want to play Outer Wilds. I hated the pageants in Pokemon. Do they still have those? Like, I remember those being in like Sapphire, Ruby, and Move, and Emerald, but I don't remember them actually being a thing past that. Gimme. Oh, shoot. Ultra Dash boots. Dude, all the good stuff is hiding at the very end. That being said, I'm considering getting Brilliant Diamond. Brilliant Diamond, Brilliant Diamond. Oh, that's the remake, the Sinnoh remake. Yeah, the Sinnoh remake up here got some mixed reviews. Like, they're really dedicated in some ways, and they deviated in other ways. It was like, you tried to... I thought it was going to change its color. It just added another one. That's Gen 3, I think. I think that was Gen 3 as well. I just love how there's another one. I'm sorry. Seriously, like, play this game. Get Game Pass, play this game. You can save money. Game Pass, you can have it for $1 for the first month. You get this game. Do it. There's zero reason not to. Let's read the letter. Letter. Okay, we looked into this last time. My dad had been watching this Sharknado series. That's a cult classic, if I've ever heard one. All right. So here's the whole like romance background you get from Casey. I had to hear but think about the things while you slept on your way across the stars. Oh yeah, we're like 1,000 light years away from Earth, by the way. I think it almost scared me when things got easier, and when I finally realized that what we each have now is what we wanted all along. Because if you're still the girl that I know, you're still happy out there on the furthest frontier. And I hope the happiness you feel now lasts forever. I hope the sunsets over here is gorgeous over here, and that if you search far away enough on a rainy day, some rancher out there probably has a taco stand you can visit. I realize that last one probably isn't likely to happen, but it sure would be romantic, right? Casey. I'm glad to have shared a part of me with you, Beatrix, love you. And I'm glad to know that maybe one of those stars I see up there in the sky is you. Oh. And that's the character right there. Does she have another eye? Hold on. Okay, she has 2 eyes. Return to the Rand. Oh, is that not the last letter? Wait, is that... Because if that's... Sorry, I'm saying a lot of things without saying a lot of things. When you get the last letter from Casey, it's going to roll the credits. And I can tell we're pretty close to the end, but that clearly wasn't the last one. Oh, Bob. I love Bob. He's just 3 chickens in a slime coat. Eyes. There we go. Yeah, in case you missed the beginning of the stream, so stream elements updated since the last stream. Instead of just updating though, it installed itself over itself. So now I have two versions of stream elements on top of each other. Like I have two start stream buttons, I have two option menus, everything's just doubled and it's really weird. I'm expecting it to crash at any minute. Well, if we're just chilling out here, I'm gonna go back to the last desert until we get another letter. I think it's a good way to spend the time, and it's a little bit more interesting. I want to explore what more there is here, because there's like a couple things we hadn't found yet. I don't know why I needed that. I just wanted it, okay. I was like, yes, I'm gonna have this. Thank you very much. This is mine now. So the part we haven't seen yet is over here. I think I just die if I go down here. It did occur to me that you could probably place down machines to like mine and whatnot here, and maybe you'll get like special supplies. And this is a way home, yes? Yes. Give me the goodies, I want them. That's right. Oh wait, hold on. What was the other Largo here? Does anyone remember what that other Largo was? Or at least like what did it eat? I could be wrong. I think it was a mosaic. And if so, it eats veggies. Okay, hold on. Gonna pop him if I can. Don't go anywhere. Stay there. Wait, where'd my water go? I just had a bunch of water. Where'd it go? Oh. Dehydrated again. So what do the super dash boots do? Like, I'm interested in that. If I recall, out by like this direction here, there's some sort of Largo kind of hiding high up in the high up in a cliff. Maybe it has secrets. Just while we wait for that. Oh, never mind. Is there something here? There's nothing there. You. What, no fire tornadoes? Is it? Where's the fire tornadoes? All right. Can I make that on like 20 energy? Probably not. There they are. Okay, was that Largo up here? No, he's probably like over here, wasn't he? Like in this area. Can I help you? You having a good time? Eh. Pop this over here. Then, if you're still here, are you gonna be doing any tombs today? Can't make that. Is there anything over here? Here we go, maybe? No. I have to go further this way, I think. Ow. maybe later tonight. That's fair. I'm gonna try to see. There we go. We're back to the calm. I'm gonna see if I can hit a level 200 solo tonight. That's gonna be my goal. Oh, you know what? I think I remember where that slime largo is. Is that him right back there? Yeah, there he is. There he is. I want to try level 50 solo. You can definitely do it. It's not too bad. Oh, Casey. Okay, we'll feed the slime and then we'll see the mail from Casey. Yeah, it was this guy too. Here you go. Oh, look how happy he is. You know those stars from Super Mario Galaxy? That's what this reminds me of. What are all these? They did an amazing job on all the raids. I love the boss fights. Oh, same. They're really, really good. They're genuinely very, very well done. Is that useful to me at all, or is it just like another... Like, I fail to believe this isn't something right here, right? Yeah, see right there, right there. Can't make it up there, but... Oh, can I open this? Oh! What do I get the advanced cracker? Can I say that word on stream? I hope so. Don't think about that too much. Or was I hiding my mosaic slimes too? Oh, that's right. Those went over here. I like the Ritz brand. Oh, crackers. Sorry, I'm sitting here trying to figure out what you're talking about. Oh. I need to work on like having at least a 1 minute attention span. It would help quite a lot. Cool, let's see what Casey has to say. Did it just turn to day 40? You're all good. Oh, hold on. I dropped something. Ah. We're good. Hello. This doesn't look like... Casey. Hi, B. There's another tour coming up and I have a feeling that this will be the one. So here I am packing my bags, thinking of you. Maybe this is how it felt when you're leaving for your big adventure. Lots of excitement, lots of butterflies. And even though I know you're so far away, I keep thinking maybe I'll catch you somewhere out there in the crowd. If that ever happens, I promise I'll sing a song for you. It wouldn't be the first time. Casey. Oh, shit. That day, Beatrix took a moment to reflect. She thought about the Hobson and Thora, and the adventures she'd had exploring the far, far range. And most of all, she thought of Casey and wondered where the life would take her next.
Oh, please don't say that you'll go.
Copyright? Copyright?
Knowing that you'll be 1,000 light years
Oh, I don't know if that's copyright or not. We'll risk it. It's fine. So I assume that was Casey singing? Yeah. I love this art style. I come back to credits again. Yes. Oh, I love this art style. Like, it's almost like... How do I... It's a 2D...
And I should have said it before you were
it almost feels like they have a background, right? And they're putting like these almost 2D cutouts on top of that. I really, really like that because it creates this almost 3D aspect, almost like 2.5D. Oh, what a good game, dude. Like I said, play this game. Get Game Pass. It's $1 for the first month. Super, super worth it. Play this game. It is absolutely incredible. I think I've put like, what, 15, 20 hours in this game? It's a really, really good game. Just very sweet and fun. Oh, this might be a song specifically for the game. Yeah, we're good. And if it helps sells it better, Slime Rancher 2 is coming out next month, which I'm so excited for. I promise I'm not this white normally. Well, that's a lie. That's a complete lie, actually. Oh, look at a little big slime. Oh, it's a little bow. Oh. Performed by Justin Hughes, produced by Maddie Green. Oh. Okay, so that was for this game. That's very cute. That actually segues really, really well into what we're going to play next. The next game is called Outer Wilds. I've mentioned a couple times. Outer Wilds had a... Oh, for every pioneer on a new frontier, be brave. Why'd I have to say it like that? Be bold. And stay wiggly. Oh. The adventure continues. Oh. What a good game. But the next game I have planned is called Outer Wilds, Stay Wiggly. It's my title. Just stay wiggly. Change my Twitter bio to that, hold on. I'll do it too. Stay wiggly. Why is everyone saying stay wiggly? Stop it. So the next game is called Outer Wilds. It had like some hype, I don't know, 3-4 months ago. If something like that. For being just like a really, really good game. And it's one of those games with an art style where you really wouldn't expect it. And I want to play it. I like space. It has a bit of a horror aspect to it apparently. So I'm gonna give it a try. Let's shut this down. Throw a little bit of music in the background for the moment. 100% gonna get copyright on YouTube now. Great. Change the game title. Horror. It's not like a true horror game, but it does have some horror aspects, if that makes sense. Is it loading? Outer Wilds? Yeah, hold on. See if it loads. Outer Wilds? Out of Wilds? Are you there? Hold on. Ooh, Fly Me to the Mutant Instrumental. It's actually you're right, but it's Bubbling from Super Mario Odyssey. Sorry, I have to name the stream title this now. Like I don't have a choice. I didn't have a choice. Okay. That's how the stream goes. I can't pause the music. There we go. Outer Wilds. So I'll be honest, I don't know what this game's about. I don't know at all. as like from the screen right here, this is my guess, like from the screen alone. We're sorry the game you want cannot be dialed. Or reaches dialed. This screen alone kind of makes me feel like this game's maybe like almost a Firewatch type game. Well, it's updated. First playthrough in a swirl. Perfect. I could be wrong, but that's kind of the vibe I get here. I'm all about that though. I want to play Firewatch too. I don't know about you guys, but we'll play Firewatch at some point. Maybe we'll just like do one big stream and just go through all of Firewatch. We'll see. Oh, wake up. Oh, don't do that, dude. Like, now that people have told me there's, like, horror aspects, you can't just wake up with... That's just creepy. You can't do that. Oh, this art style got a lot nicer since I've last seen this game. Oh, hold on. This might be a laggy mess. Bear with me. I need my other screen to test this. Yes, it is. It's very laggy. I'm cheating it. I'm gonna put it into a borderless window, but not the typical way you'd think. How does that fix anything? A little bit. Still kind of laggy. Turn it down a bit. How about that? Do you like Portal? I don't think I can't remember the last time I played Portal. That looks pretty smooth now, yeah? How's that look to you? I think that's smooth now. Cool, we'll go with that. Have you played the turning test? I have not. Turning? Turning? Talk to Slate. That's our pilot. Back from your pre-launch campout under the stars, I see. So it's launch day, eh? It seems it's only yesterday since you joined the space program. And suddenly you're here, leaving on your first solo voyage. He has 4 eyes. What do you say? Ready to go on this beauty off the ground? The Turing test. Ah, okay. Okay. No, I've not played that. It's all fueled up and ready to go. All systems go. I'm ready if you are. Are you sure you fixed the retro rockets? Dude, that one. That was only a problem one time. And then maybe a few times after that. But hey, no reason to dwell on the past. Oh, shit. Anyways, we need to get the launch codes from Hornfields at the observatory before we can lift off. Just bring those here once you said your goodbyes or whatever. Oh, it was like a charge jump? Weird. It's a good one, plays like Portal. Interesting. Oh, no way, dude. Oh, shit! We gotta go. Let's just go. Oh. I can't even fly like the mini rockets. They're expecting me to fly like a full rocket. Oh, we're back on that. No. Wow, that was just like the time the eternal... He's already making fun of me. That was just like the time the external fuel tanks exploded on re-entry. Yup, you'll be flying the big one, right? Don't be a dick. Is there like a run button? Oh, I love this background music. Holy atmosphere, dude. It's so good. Oh, this is beautiful. This very much has like Firewatch vibes. So it's launch day, huh? Howl's gonna miss ya. Speaking of launch day, I was thinking about it, and the platform those ships launch from is getting old. Isn't it about time you built a new one? A less flammable one? The big tree in the village make the perfect choice. I wouldn't mind helping out the space program. Just say the word. You didn't realize that? Don't worry, it's all launched so far. It'll definitely be fine for yours. Probably. I'm starting to get the picture that, like, they're just trying to get me off this planet. Like, whatever means necessary. Matt's already breaking all the rocket ships, not on purpose. Hello there, Space Cadet. I hear you're leaving for the charter today. If you meet any of the other travelers up there, remind them to take proper care of their instruments, won't ya? Where's the observatory? It's questions like that that make us worried about whether you're going to space on your own, you know? Oh, like, yeah. I guess I should know that as like an astronaut. Like, hey, where's the observatory? Which one's the rockets? It's that one, right? You just like pointing to the cafeteria. The observatory is up the path behind the waterfall. There's a couple of signs marking the way, but really, you just keep going up and then hook a right when you get to the Zero-G cave. I love this. Hello, astronaut. If it isn't my favorite troublemaker. A couple of slimes marking the way. We wanted to play hide and seek, but Moraine won't let us borrow their signal scope because it's really delicate and not supposed to be thrown around like that. This doesn't seem too spooky at all. Smiley face. Again, it's not a horror game, but it has spooky aspects. Hey, can we use your signal scope? Can we, please? We'll even let you be it. I'm gonna pass on that one. Really, but we can't play without a signal scope. Play with us later, okay? We'll see. Howdy. Fishing rhyme, fishing rhyme. Singing helps me pass the time. You leaving the crater? Guess we'll all be a little busier without you to lend a hand. The big water planet, Giant's Deep, that's where I'd go. Why is that? One time the rest of the village had to go to sleep, and it was just the two of us sitting around the campfire. Gabbro told me about their first trip to Giant's Deep. They landed their ship easily enough in the waves, but couldn't see too far down, on account of how murky the water was, I guess. Too dark. Gabbro wants to see what lay beneath the surface, so they decided to travel deeper. They traveled down and down, but suddenly Gabbro couldn't go any further. I underestimated how boring this would be. Goodbye. Tell me more. I will. I was just pausing dramatically. I love this game. I already love this game. As you were exercising will of its own, the water was refusing to let Gabbro go any deeper. It held Gabbro back, almost as if it were trying to protect them from something. And then, in terrifying darkness, Gabbro saw it. The tentacle of some hideous beast. Is that all true? Heard it from Gabbro themselves. Gabbro can be a little fanciful, sure, but they aren't a liar. I mean, probably. Anyway. I guess if you want to know the story is entirely true, you can go to Giant's Deep for yourself. Oh, there's planets up there. Oh! Is that it? Observatory. So I hope this audio is coming through properly. I think it is looking at OBS, but like very loudly in my left ear right now, I have the waterfall with like almost nothing in my right ear, and it's very, very well done. They're doing atmospheric sound very well. Oh, hello. Oh! Read the sign. Danger inside this fence is a pocket of ghost matter. A strange... I should have read the sign first. A strange and dangerous substance that's invisible to the naked eyes. The good news is you can detect ghost matter with the camera. Moving through ghost matter is uniquely painful and will probably kill you. Don't complain to me if you hurt yourself fooling around. Hornfells. Camera. Matt, I didn't do it. Oh, interesting. Why is take snapshot there twice? Game. Is there anything else I should be aware of, like with this camera? Okay. Hi, astronaut. You know the patch of ghost matter inside the fence? I like how we're just like keeping ghost matter in the fence. Like, yes, this is like the neighborhood ghost matter right here. Gosson said it used to be bigger when they were hatching, because ghost matter evaporates. It takes just a super long time to go away. I hope there's still ghost matter in the village when I'm growing up. Ghost matter is awesome. You know how ghost matter was lost, how a Tektide lost their foot, right? Whoa, really? That's so cool! Child. Oh, child. Oh, the music. I'm fairly certain the player character is also the blue dude with 4 eyes. Hello, astronauts. This is good weather for your launch, isn't right? That's so lucky. Any good sounds from space today? Ah. There are. My signal scope is set to the Outer Wilds venture frequency, so I'm listening to the Travel's music. Last night, I heard Rebec's banjo coming from Brittle Hollow. I hope that means they're safe. I can hear different planets too. It depends on what time of day or night it is, since different planets in the sky at different times. Signal scopes are cool. Okay, so like, this is actually a really cool fact right here. Sorry, I love space. So that's actually not like, I don't know if it's actually called a signal scope in real life, but that's actually like a thing we do, where we actually listen to frequencies within space, and we can hear them. And if you've ever heard like the sound of like a black hole or something, it's genuinely a terrifying thing. Like, look up the sound of a black hole. Banjos. It's awesome. It's really cool, but it's terrifying. That's actually what space sounds like. If you listen to space, it is just banjos. Have you ever listened to the sounds of planets? Maybe. I can't actually tell you if I have or not. But that's true. Space is just filled with banjos. Oh, that's... Oh! That's so cool. Scout launcher. Aim launcher, launch scout. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's really cool. So you can like shoot something and then. So if I shoot this direction, edge kind of orbits the. That's so cool. Each planet has a beautiful roar and its own digital breath, so to speak. Interesting. Geyser Mountains. Young Bark Crater. Uh-oh. We've discovered fall damage. Oh. Oh, what's that? Your poor little knees. I'm sure I can grow them back. It's fine. Your poor little butts. Thank you, Buttspot. Just on this man's roof now. Okay, let's go to the observatory. Launch tower, Buttspot, yes. Outer Wild Venture's founding mentors, clockwise from the top left, Hornfells, Gosson, Slate, and Fieldspar. Slate's the villain. I'm just calling it right now. Outer Wilds Ventures, Timberhurst's first and only space program, was founded to explore the furthest reaches of our solar system. Feldspar was the first, I thought it said heathen at first. Hearthian to be intentionally launched into space. They've completed the first orbit around Timber Hearth and later made around what first would be the many landings on the moon, Adelrock. Ah, so Adelrock's the moon. That's creepy as hell. I'm here. What did I miss? I've broken my knees. I've ran into a ghost. Casey broke my heart. Yeah, that's pretty much it. How you doing, GRW? Well, hey, if it isn't my favorite astronaut. Launch day at last, huh, buddy? It's the translator tool's inaugural flight, too. I'm so excited it's making me nauseous. Just think, you'll be able to translate any Nome text you want, anywhere you are. Oh, sorry for the long line. I can't read. Let's put that out there right now. We know this already. The two of us put a lot of hours into inventing that tool. Do not break it, okay? Oh geez, do not break it. Just ignore me, okay? I'm nervous. I'm not even going into space. How are you feeling? I'm terrified. Don't let me make you nervous. You've been training for this day since we're hatchlings, remember? You'll do great, I promise. So what's the dirt? You here to see the Nome statue? I'm just here for the launch codes. Yeah, I bet you're dying to go to space. But seriously, you've got to see the statue before you go. It's an amazing find. Makes me wish we could see the real life Nome looks like. But I guess this is as close as we'll ever get. Check it out. Looks like they had fur. Fur is weird. I guess I wouldn't really know what fur is, huh? They're kind of like fish creatures. This is the first fully intact statue ever found. It was nap time. Oh, that's a mood. You know how old it is? It's in great shape. Ah, geez. I got a little carried away there. Go on. You have a ship to launch. Take care of yourself out there. Yeah, here? It almost has like a Roman type look to it. This remarkably intact statue was carved by the Nome, an ancient species who dwelled in our solar system thousands of years ago. The statue provides us with the most detailed look at the Nome, who believed to be covered with a layer of fur. Note the decorative jewelry that had been carved as part of the antlers. Although the artifacts and structures have been found on almost planets in the solar system, we have no idea where this piece came from or what happened to them. It's like the dwarves in Skyrim. They're just gone. Oh, this is like the first rover or something. The Nome technology brought back from space ventures, or from space by our astronauts, has been a great boon to our outer world ventures, allowing us to modify expedition gear in exciting and useful ways. For example, Little Scout now boasts a warp retrieval capability, which allows astronauts to recall their scouts almost instantly. This has been dramatically reduced the number of scouts lost to the depths of space. Oh, jeez. Okay, this is gonna be that type of game. Sorry. I'm sorry. This game goes hard on the in-game music. Playing anything else would be a shame. I don't plan on it. I'm loving the music. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. The anglerfish specimen was found attached to the landing gear of one of our ships that flew close to the dark bramble. It didn't even fly into it. It flew close. It appears well suited to living in dark places with minimal atmosphere. We're not going to the dark bramble. That one's out. Watch very closely. These balls move on their own. They are moving. The ground is perfectly level, so what do you think caused the spooky motion? The answer is the moon. As it orbits our planets, the Adelrock gravity pulls on objects from different directions. It's, in fact, pulling on you right now. That's the sun on display. Whoop, there they go. That's the sun, huh? A weird looking sun. Oh, what are you? Oh, wait. No, there was... Okay, hold on. The strange moving rock in the grotto appears to be racked to conscious observation. The level-headed among us realize there must be some sort of optical illusion at play, but Gravel claims the rock exists in all possible states until observed, whatever that means. Whatever is actually happening, both sides agree this effect is extremely creepy. Okay, I'm observing it. Observing it. Observing it. Oh, what? Oh, the devs are having fun here. This game will teach you quantum physics. Welcome to class, everyone. All right, I assume this is the sun. If a star is massive enough, it will continue to fuse carbon into even heavier elements like iron. Ultimately, the star will collapse under its own gravity and then explode in a violent event called a supernova, space. Based on Church's observations, this will one day be the fate of our own sun. This is true. Like, this is actually gonna happen to our sun too. Like, one day our sun will just actually explode. Thankfully, we'll probably just end up like killing our own planet by then, but. As the star's core contracts, I read these in the wrong way, didn't I? It gets hotter and causing the outer layers to expand. The star becomes a red giant. When the core is hot enough, it can diffuse helium into carbon. Stars like our own sun generate light and heat by fusing hydrogen into helium. As it grows older, the star runs out of hydrogen and starts to contract. It's possible that our sun may just demolish into a dwarf sun. I've also heard that. It's possible it goes either way, where it goes supernova one day, or it just kind of just diminishes and bye-bye. Kind of hoping for the Big Bang part 2. Oh! Oh, hold on here. Timber Hearth, you are here. Giant Steed, Brittle Hollow, Hourglass Twins, the Interloper, Dark Bramble. It doesn't have the expected massed black hole. That's probably for the best. Hold on. Well, that's something right there. You can't tell me that's not something right there. That map is real time. Very cool. No, like that's something. It's a black hole. Look, so you can see the way the light is refracting around it. They're trying to I think they're trying to portray a black hole here. And since you can't technically see a black hole, it's the best way they can kind of like portray it here. Oh, there's a little tiny planet right there. That's a white hole. Excuse me? Is that a thing? Hold on. Hey, Bixby. What's a white hole? Oh, this is a risky Google.
In general relativity, a white hole is a theoretical region of spacetime and singularity that cannot be entered from the outside. Although energy matter...
Thank you, Siri. Bixby. Didn't know that was a thing. I learned something today. That's so cool. Oh. That is so cool. Hornfells. The other end of a black hole. Oh, interesting. There you are. I just finished pre-flight observations and local conditions are good. It's basically a time reverse black hole. Ah. Time to get our newest astronaut onto the ground. Off the ground. And you'll be our first astronaut ever equipped with the Naomi translator tool. I confess, I've been giddy all day just thinking about it. We're better equipped than ever to unravel the mysteries of Neme. You and Hal should be very proud of your work. Tell me, what do you plan to do while you're in space? You know, I'm just gonna wing it. I'm just gonna go for it. Planning to follow in the footsteps of Fieldspar the Great and the Great Outer World Adventures tradition, are ya? I might have guessed. Well, if he's judging. Well, if you can't put that translator tool of yours to good use while you're out there, then I'll see if you can. Well, then it looks like all that's left is send you off. All in all, it's a fine day for launch. I'm ready to die in space. I'm not one for superstition, but isn't that the kind of unlucky to say before you get launched? At any rate, here are the launch codes. Try not to worry too much. Our ships are are every bit safe as they could persuade them to be. Best of luck out there. Let me know if I can help you with anything. As for matter appears by itself and then explodes outwards and imploding inwards like a black hole. This game will teach you things. So like, is a white hole a real thing that we've observed where it's like matter's kind of exploding out of this thing? Like, you're not just dicking with me, right? Like, this is a real thing. That was so cool. This crystal was taken from the Maroon, the Brittle Hollow. Oh, we need to go there. It seems to create local gravity distortion, which was most likely used to diverse steep surfaces. Try it out. It's theoretical currently. Okay, that makes sense. Here's the crystals. It's a theoretical thing. I've not... Hold that thought. Wait, this is everything we just did. You saw us breaking our legs. What was that? What was that? You can't just do that and not explain it. We can see how it would work with math, but we've never observed one. It's the idea for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. That was important. Well, obviously, but... A giant Nome statue just looks at me. So did you get a good look at the Nome statue? Statue start glowing. Yeah, the statue looked at me and was opening its eyes. Whoa, the statue was doing what? So its eyes opened, and then you saw images from your own memories and glowing lights flying around? You mean like a hallucination? Listen, no offense, but are you okay to launch, like medically speaking? No, that statue is definitely weird. I mean, if you're saying it happened, then I guess maybe it did. But why? Hornfels tried everything to get the statue's eyes to open, and nothing like this ever happened to them. I don't think you're going to get answers from the museum statue, but Gabbro said they were going back to Giant's Deep. Don't know which island they're on, though. Maybe they'll tell you, or they'll be able to tell you more. On the other hand, Gabbro's, you know, Gabbro. So maybe you'd be better off searching for more info on your own. Jump off a cliff to find out it's a save system, I see. Or take a spacewalk without your suit. I hate Giant's Deep. I'm looking forward to it. Jeez, now I'm getting really jealous you're going to space. Hey, see if you can use our translator tool to find out more about the statue, okay? Good luck and safe flying. I really, really like this music background. Just like the very nice, calm acoustic. I assume, it's just an assumption, but I assume each planet's gonna have like its own music theme going. Or each mood at least. Have you seen the Nomea writings? I have not. Was that in the observatory? Should I go back? Dark Bramble. Why do you guys know so much about this game? Dark Bramble time. It's... there's one up there. Okay, let's check it out. I don't. No time for the Bramble. Ah, so this is the writing right here. I want to see the spooky. A piece of the Nome writing was essential to deciphering their unique language. Though this text is linear, Nome often branches off into a central point. Interestingly, each branch tends to be written by a different author. We're nearly ready. Felix and I have been finished construction and says he's calibrating the device won't take long. This is cassava. Okay. Oh, hold on. Fortunately, the Attlerock... This is Felix. Fortunately, the Attlerock's lack of atmosphere will make the calibration simple. After all this time, I'm thrilled to finally resume our search. Is that not something? Interesting. It gives me Time Lord vibes. Go ahead. Nibble my brain bits. No, its eyes are just open now. Like a goat almost. Or bells in its eyes. It just turns its head and Santa Claus appears. Like, oh, it's Dung Defender, I'm sorry. Bah. That is redacted. It's important. No, but back to my earlier thought. I have a feeling like each mood or each planet's going to have its own music going here. I very much like the music of this planet, where it's just like... This one's like acoustic background. Very, very good. Hello, astronaut. You're going to space today? Are you going to space and never coming back like Feldspar did? That's pretty disturbing. But Hornfels says no one knows what happened to Feldspar. Hornfels says they got lost in space, even though they're best pilot ever. You're not as good as Feldspar. You should be really careful not to get lost. Kid, why don't you just look off this cliff real quick. Look at this really neat thing off this cliff. Do it. All right. You're now the redacted. This is true. Enter launch codes. Water. Oh, sorry. This is important. Oh, all right, hold on. Let's try it again. Have you gone to the anti-grav cave? Not yet. Are we toasty yet? Oh, here we go. That's a good marshmallow right there. Just a little bit darker. There we go. The crunch on that thing. If you make a marshmallow and it sounds like that, you've done it wrong. I'm sorry. I'm just hypothesizing, but I think the goat people got ascended. I think they're with the dwarves now. Oh, hold on. Wake up, please. Is a flying/ship repair tutorial? Okay, we should probably go there then. I love crunchy marshmallows era. No. It might be a one-way trip. Ah, no, here we go. Okay, let's go find the anti-grav caves then. That sounds important. Launch tower. I have a habit of burning the outside for the nice crunch and gooey center. Observatory is this way, and the anti-grav cave was pretty close by to that. Zero grav cave. There it is. I love that, dude. That is such a good atmosphere. Watch the sky. I was looking at the sky and like the things flying past. That's just like one of the coolest things. Interesting. Someone's whistling on that. So delicious, especially with some graham crackers. Hold on, here's the cave. I used to be an adventurer like you, but I took an arrow to the knee. Hey, I thought I might see you before the big launch. Nerves getting the better of you? Right, like where you weren't nervous for your first flight. Yeah, don't worry about it. Your nerves between you and me and the vast endlessness of space. But really, you'll do fine out there. I'd worry more about the ship if I were you. Hopefully that lunatic slate has it fixed, or the retro rockets. So listen, there's a satellite up there, which is definitely not just a piece of broken mining equipment. Set up down in the, oh, that's weird. In the zero-G cave in need of repairs. If you're looking for last-minute zero-G practice, head down the lift into the cave, or don't, as long as you're confident you make ship repairs in space. Let's do that. Cool, kitten, and try not to concuss yourself before your first launch. It's crashy time. I'm gonna do great. Water. Ooh. It's like a little pocket of space. That's pretty neat. How you doing, sweetheart? Ooh. He hasn't. It's Christian. I used to be one lifespan, 3-dimensional, 5 seconds. And that's all the statue saying things. Suit up. That sounds good. Okay, L control and L shift. Ah. I do have fuel to worry about, which does not refuel if I hit the ground. Ow. Up we go. Hey, nice of you to drop down. Give me the dirt. Some fresh dirt, huh? Not much happening down here. Let me think. He just hands you a pile of dirt. Come to think of it, I saw something crash outside this village crater earlier. It's new and it's different. Oh, hey! How about that? Yeah, they were on fire watch with the old scout launcher and saw smoke. They went over to check it out. Safety first, right? Always suit up before leaving the shirt. You do not auto suit up ever. Good to know. No, I'm kidding. I saw that tech guy once. Pretty rude for how long they laughed for, if you ask me. So gravity is 0.4 in here, so it's much less. Oh, hold on. Drop down here. Oh, hello. R to roll. Oh. Oh, I like this system. This is good. This is a good system. Okay. Match the velocity and then hold it. I appreciate that it gives you a button to match the velocity so you're not like trying to catch up to it constantly. You want to fly, then fly, little bird. Hey, I am flying technically. 2 of 3. Yeah, here he is. Ow. Hold on. Hold on, I can do this. Nope. Hold on. Lock on. Lock on. Nope. Lock on. There we go. See, easy. There we go. Not a scratch. Maybe a scratch, maybe a scratch, maybe a scratch. We're good. I heard flying is easier on the controller. This isn't too bad. I don't have a controller for it, so we'll deal with it. I do love like little speckled dots in the walls. Makes it very, very space-like. Cool. Oh, do I just like keep the spacesuit now? This is just mine now. Okay. Someone tell me why I have 6 Discord pings. Oh, that's why. Actually makes sense. Hello. Nicely done. Of course, it'll be a little more stressful when you're hurling through space, but just remember your training and try not to hit anything big. I see you're itching to get off this rock, so go get the launch codes. I've already done that, and get out of here. Best of luck out there, and try not to avoid getting yourself killed. Now that I put so much time into training. You got it? Will do, fella. Okay, back over. We can probably just go this way, I think. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Oh, my kneecaps. Oh. You get a quick recap of everything you've just done, and we're Oh. Man's lying on his back and just like, whoa. It's a bad dream. Fall damage is a birch, huh? I know. Worst kind of tree. Just the worst kind of tree. Oh, hold up. You're gonna want to get the launch codes from the observatory first, remember? Wait, did I just die or... no? You have a bad dream or something? I want to... We got the codes. So hurry up, you want lost before Hornfeld decides to ground you for medical reasons. I want to see whether the new cockpit stays attached during liftoff. Oh, interesting. So we died. Died. But we respawned. However, time's not... It's not like we just respawn in a typical sense. Like, we respawned, but at the same time, we know everything that's happened. Other people don't remember us. It's kind of a cruel fate. Enter the launch codes. All right, let's do it. Oh. Okay, that has one of those crystals. I assume that crystal's like giving the gravity in the ship. We went back to the beginning. Yeah. Suit up. Return suit. I'll just say, there's this. View ship log. View entries. I successfully repaired another satellite for Gossin. So I remember, but he doesn't. Interloper, Dark Bramble, Giant's Deep. Ship log is important? Yeah, I imagine so. Rumor mode. The nomad text in the observatory talks about calibrating some sort of device on Addlerock. Hal says Gabriel went back to Giant's Deep to try to learn about what the Nome statue has in the observatory. Interesting. All right, I think we go. Great camera, thank you. Fuck you. Do it. Hold R, roll, left alt. Hold on. Hold on. Unbuckle, equip scouter, lift. Okay, this is a bit easier to fly than I was thinking it might be. That's just the moon, yeah? Let's go land on the moon. Hold on. Oh, wait. Now I can see, like, all around the planet, too. Oh, this is so cool. There's more to explore. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Panic! Oh, no. Okay. Yep, they have a tiny system. So we were only, if we go over here, right? We were somewhere over here. Yeah, we're right in here, I think. Yes. This is where we were, meaning... Gonna check something real quick back here. Ah, lovely. So who did I stress out? Who did I stress out? Hands up. I'm on a full count. Go look at the smoking patch. Just one sec. I just want to see what's happening here. Where'd smoke come from? Yeah, just one sec here. Shit. It's fine. It's fine. Just bunny hop it. And unbuckle. Great landing. Landing camera. Yeah, I did it. All right, what's wrong? You can be honest with me. What's wrong? Tell me all about it. I'll have to do it in space, probably. Mining site 2B. Oh. Oh. Oh, this is getting spooky. That's probably not good. Wait. Is that one of us? No, they only have 2 eyes. That's a Nome. Move the glow. Yeah, I got it. Hold on. I think I need my suit. Looking at that, like the walls have like the spacey backgrounds. I think I need my suit for that. Is that a geyser? Oh, that's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. Water mean, and you have no jetpack. Hold. Oh, okay. So it does. The booster really gets me some go. We are in the water. Oxygen refilled. Oh, what's going on here already? There's like already mysteries to explore. Oh, sorry. I understand. You're a little toasty. Ow, ow. Pick up twin ash projection stone. Insert. Whoa. So soon. Like, I don't know what that is. Please don't tell me. But that was interesting. When I put it back, does that do anything? Maybe we need to stand in it. Hold on. Aha, here we go. It says take you a bit for you to come back and explore this place. Oh no. Yeah, so like that guy's lit up. That guy's lit up. That guy's lit up. Him and him is not. Him is not. Him is not. So 4 more. I think I'm going insane. Oh shit. Panic. Uh-oh. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I have played this and watched a few people play this. Ah. I'm still amazed by how much ore the Twin Ash project requires. Isn't this the ore for the remaining towers being built on Ash Twin? The completed towers I've seen are quite large. No, the material for those towers is all being taken from Ash Twin, and the ore mining here will be used to craft an immensely thick projective cell that will physically seal off the chamber inside Ash Twin's core. I'm relieved by our clan's decision to use the Timberhurst ore only for construction to the shell. If eventually life on this planet were to evolve to the point of advanced metallurgy, I'm confident we won't destroy their ability to create. Time freezes while reading. If the scan bar stops, time stopped. Interesting. If they're sealing off all the entrances, I hope they've planned accordingly. I'm sorry. I thought you'd forbidden your apprentice from making puns, Coleus. How else would he improve? Aha! Luna may have a sense of humor. This is good. I have a triangle now. Stay here. I'll come back for you. It's like this place, it doesn't appear that it was discovered. That triangle is a scroll. Yeah. I'll bring it with me. We'll be best of friends. We'll go on a space adventure together. Come on. Oh. No! Oh. Alright, fine. I'm out of space. I'm out of space juice. Bear with me. Okay. Back into the drink. Hold on. About 90% of the items do not need to be taken with. Oh, this man's gonna have no needs by the time I'm done with him. Just put... Ah. The Ash Twin Project. The central chamber inside the Ash Twin was physically sealed off by an immensely looking thick protective shell. The Nomai mined ore from this site to craft a protective shell designed to physically seal off the central chamber of the Ash Twin. There is more to explore here. I got that impression. I think we're gonna have to come back to that though. Lift off! We've damaged the center of the ship, so I'll have to fix that once I'm in space. Use Charlie Day pinboard memes. Okay, let's fix the ship. Oh, it didn't refuel. Oh, that's a problem. It didn't just like restore the fuel. Are you a little hurt as well? I think we're good, yeah? I think it's all good. Let's pop in here. No, we're still hurting somewhere. Hurting on one of the sides. Nope. Ship's just like, get out. Get out. Oh, this vibe, dude. Just like the silence of space. You're the damaged piece, yes? There's gotta be a... So let's take a look at the ship. If I look at it like this, it's like this piece. Yeah, I can see it's all scuffed right there. There we go. Post in Discord. I'll have to check it out afterwards. Zoom. Nice. Use making. Ah. Very good. You. Excuse me. Just doing a drive-by real quick. Don't mind me. Lay down, Abby. Wait, where'd it go? Okay, let's match the velocity of it. Engage autopilot. There we go. There's some smoke here somewhere. Let's find the smoke. Where'd you go? Aha! We'll just like land right here. Good landing. Listen, any landing you can walk away from is a good landing, okay? Gonna unbuckle here, you know. Just kind of leave. Yeah, that looks right. Just put this down real quick. Yeah, that looks right. Oh, hey, it's you. Ground control didn't tell me you were launching. Long time no see. Actually, I guess it's been long time since anyone. Was that you whistling? Probably. Or actually, definitely. The other travelers carry instruments. They don't bother whistling. You can pick up their music with the signal scope, you know. Best spot for that is the North Pole. Great for reception. The North Pole is marked in red on your minimap, but the Attlerock is a pretty small moon. Really, just go north. Can't miss it. Don't go! I mean, anything else you wanted to ask? What is this place? Very funny. Oh, stars above. You're serious, aren't you? That's just depressing. This game will make you existential, don't worry. Welcome to the Lunar Outpost, which apparently the space program doesn't bother to teach anyone anymore. When we first started exploring, or started Outer Wilds, travelers used to bring their ships here all the time for repairs. Our Starfang technology has improved loads since then, but the older ships tend to fall apart a lot. Like, more than they do now. Using the outpost cut down the number of launches and landings taking place in the village, and also the number of fires. Nowadays, though, it's mostly just me up here, raising saplings from timber hearth and keeping an eye on things. Talk to you later. Ah, wait. We didn't put the spacesuit on. Just realized that, no spacesuit. There we go. Unidentified signal nearby. I don't know if you can hear the breathing of him, but it's really creaky. Can't go far without trees. Ah, the trees almost create like an atmosphere almost. I really like that mini-map. A 3D mini-map, that's very cool. Esker signal scope log. Day 48. Still not picking up Rybek's banjo from the Brittle Hollow. I'm sure they're fine, but I'll feel better once I can hear their music. Day 51. Listen to Chirk play for a while today. Unrelated, someone should tell Porphy and his Gossan their flirting is not suitable from an aerial perspective. Or subtle. Day 55. Banjo music coming in loud and clear today. Sound like Rybek's doing okay. That oaf, I was worried. Day 63. I thought I heard something strange. I don't know. It was probably nothing. Day 70. No, it's back again today too. Something strange is coming from Timberhearth. Okay, I know this is crazy, but the sound from Timberhearth sounds exactly like Feldspar's harmonica. But Feldspar disappeared in space ages ago. It can't be them. Day 88. It's still here. This is creepy. Is my signal scope broken? I better talk to Ness. Niece? Interesting. So maybe Feldspar's been hiding on that planet. Maybe Feldspar is the Nome. Unidentified signal nearby. Ah. Is this the signal you're talking about? What do you mean unidentified signal nearby? Go check out the smoke coming from Timber here. They're talking about an unidentified signal though. That's such a cool sight, dude. Ah, signal identified Esker. Got it. Let me up. Thank you. Oh, the camera will be used later when you find about an environment hazard. Yeah, the ghost. The ghost, the ghost, the ghost. So. Hi, what are we looking into? Hey, so I am just playing this game for the first time. I have no clue what this game's about. I'm just frankly exploring, trying to figure out what this game's doing. Welcome to the chat, AV Pattern. Nice to have you here. Okay. Timber here. Yeah. This map does not stop time. Okay, so basically you can drift into the sun if you're not careful. That's what you're telling me. Stop. Stop! Thank you. I fly good. Fun, fun. Best way to experience this game. Like I said, I'm so excited. I'm genuinely excited. What did we just find? Oh, shoot. Try and get the mechanical help with the obscured info. What is that? Tektite. Yeah, but not store. One sec, my pup's being a bit of a pain. Hey! Go, come on, go. 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 No better than that, pup. Come on. Hey, oh, hatchling. Thought you were taking that tin can of yours into space today. What are you doing here? Me? I saw something crash over the horizon and didn't like what I was seeing in the pictures of my... I saw something crash over the horizon and didn't like what I was seeing in the pictures my little scout was sending back. So I thought I'd come over and find and take a look. So, what crashed? I don't know what it is. Exactly. It looks like some kind of planted seed, but it's not anything I've seen on Timberhearth before. And trust me, I was quite the explorer back in the day. Do you think it's extraterrestrial? Oh no. Oh no! What just happened? Am I like... Okay, so one of the options there was a bramble seed. That felt important. You took too long. I wasn't realized I was on a timer. No one told me that. Oh, we're back here. Do we just always respawn here? All right, hold on. We need to go back for that. I need to know what that is. So be quick, read quick. Sun got angry? What do you mean the sun got angry? The sun doesn't like me being here for some reason. Why wouldn't the sun like me being here? Let's go fast then. The sun exhibit is important. Let a land find. Nope, get out. From the science center. Okay, hold on. Let's run. The sun doesn't want me here though. That's like a bramble seed of something. Is that a dark bramble seed? You think so? I've never seen anything like timber here before. And you've probably onto something there. Whatever it is, it put its roots down in a hurry. I don't like listening to hatching this fact. Sorry, I'm reading fast. Think I'll send Morrow on how to loosen it. Best get rid of this mess sooner later, and no one can remove an unknown plant faster than a tree if you can. I'll get a look at what's inside the seed, though, first. Don't want its angry. Attacking potential dangerous plant with a better idea of lurking inside there. Definitely a little old scout lodge over here. Obviously, no, I can't do this. Obviously, opening is too small for something to fit inside. And anyway, I'm not going blind to stick my hands in anything that looks unpleasant. The seed does. That's a good way to lose an arm or two. You already lost a foot. Why would the sun get angry? Good, she's laying down. So something's very not right about that. Like something planted itself here and quickly spread, like something big. It's a hatchling. Nope, I'm good. All right, let's get out of here. Let's just go. Oh, weird, dude. Weird. The smoke comes down from the seed itself. So the seed is hot. So, okay, so help me out on this one. Did I take too much time near the seed, or do I only have so much time before the sun basically explodes? Secondly, oh, we're playing like a Majora's Mask type game then. Okay. Can't hear. Sorry, is my voice just funky there? We only have so much time before the sun explodes. Got it. All right, we're off on a mission then. Open up the map then. Wait, when did we get back here? Hold on, I'm just gonna bonk into this. Get into space. So maybe the Nome knew this is gonna happen and they're getting ready for it. I want to check one more thing regarding that site. Nope, nope. There we go. Thrust towards that. Find the smoking, and then let's point the scope at it. Well, hold on. There's like a whole ruins right there. Dude, there's like a whole planet or like solar system to explore here, and I can't get off the single planet because I'm too enthralled with it. Yeah, like, what's this? Q's done buckle. Thank you very much. Yeah, because this looks like more Nome architecture. Is there anything hiding back here? Whoa. Is there something behind this waterfall? There is. So how long do I have before the sun seemingly explode? Oh, it's... Wait. Am I in the same place? Yeah, mining site 2B. We're here again. Okay. Ow. Oh, what a beautifully atmospheric game, dude. Just what a game. Ow. I'm sorry. Do you actually want to know? No. No, don't tell me. Because there's like a whole mystery going on here, and I want to figure it out myself. Freeze time. Oh, this is cool. Freeze time when talking to others. That explains why freezing time is important. I see. Let's do that. For the sake of the stream so I can read things out, we'll freeze time while talking to others. Lunar Lookout. Dark Brambles. Yeah. Teach me more about... No. Tell me more about this. A seed from the Dark Bramble crashed here and has already taken root. Tektite wants to scout or use the scout launcher to take a look at what's inside. Okay, so I could go back in there and use the scout launcher. I think the game wants me to go to Giant's Deep, though. It really has like mentioned that several times now. So let's look into that. Yeah, the sun's angry. The sun's very angry. Wait. Why would there be banjo music coming from the sun? We're not off the planet yet. We're not off the planet yet. Why would we have banjo music coming from the sun? Because like that says someone's there, but how weird. If you watch it, you can see how angry. Oh, dude, that's so interesting. Giant's Deep. Let's go. Accelerating towards destination. Abort. Oh, wow. So I wonder if there's like things I could do to give myself more time as well. This is interesting. Oh, firing retro rockets. Let's look for like a campfire or something. Wait, where are we going? Giant's Deep. No, you get no extra time ever. That's like a skeleton. No, it's a previous structure. Thalassophobia. Got it. Maybe. Okay, let's check. Oh, hold on. We got something right over there. So is this like... Am I gonna regret this? Aw, dude. Oh, dude. Alright, let's go. Let's match the velocity of it. Something doesn't let them go in. Go in, go hard. Whoa! Holy! There's a bramble seed here. Yeah, there's another one of these things. It's made its way to this planet already. And you can go down in there. Don't get spat back out. Tornado spits you out. Got it. It's just constantly storming here. Oh, 2x gravity here. Okay, that's important to know. Statue Workshop. My second favorite character is here. Up here. I really like the way this game's playing with gravity. That's very cool. Tree detected, oxygen refill. Oh? Oh. Come here, friend. Don't fall now. No promises. Tornado button. They're going to test the memory statues tonight. Flock says it can be dangerous, so we can't come. But what if we didn't use the door to sneak in the other way? Does anyone want to? I really want to see the test too, Lemmy. But that's a huge risk to take. We probably shouldn't. And can't see with the droplets. Pray that you don't see the circles on the ground. Oh, good. Flock specifically told us not to do that. Oh, well, okay, the gravity's gonna screw with me here. Get on one. Get on one. I'm hoping it does what I think it does. Oh, we're in the middle of the tornado. Can I? No. No, I can't leave. Oh, it's a tube. Wow. Okay. Yeet you into space. Trees detected. Tank filled. I can't. Put away. And translate. Welcome to Giant's Deep, friends. I'm excited for you to meet the statues. If I'm not in my dwelling, I'm likely in the workshop below, inside the island. I would love to come in. This is some sort of entrance, but nothing I can enter. You've got to be something, dude. That's probably them. That probably was them. This is an arrival point, not an entry point. Got it. Do you open? I can see there's more down there. Eh. I can make this. There we go. Interesting. Wait till you see real Nomad tech. Yeah, they're dead here too. Well, boy, am I glad I put my ship there then. I didn't realize the tornadoes moved, so I guess if I would have put my ship in the wrong place, it would have just been yeeted. I imagine this is the door. Yeah, this is the door to the workshop, but I can't get in. Uh-oh. I really hate that. I really... There's a black hole. No. Yes. No. What are you? Islands move too. Interesting. What are you? No. What are you? F? Oh, don't say F now. Don't say F now. Alright, I dropped some frames. Maybe that's what you're effing about. That's something. There's a current here. Oh, that's what. It won't let me any close to that. That's what they're talking about. I can't get closer to that. Okay. Anxiety. Don't say anxiety. You in the water? Good luck getting out. I hate to break it to you. Get in the ship. Get in the ship. It's getting a little windy outside. I think I'm gonna rest up here for just a second. I hate Giant's Deep. We're safe right now. This place is so cool, dude. Second yeeting, here we go. No! Wait, wait, wait. Did the water levels... Oh my gosh! The water levels completely... Uh-oh. Back into the ship we go. They completely rose. That's so cool. I cannot believe how cool that is. Is there, at this very moment in time, is there any reason for me to go back? So I'm not wasting y'all's time. As long as you're on the platform, you're okay. All right. So I see what you mean about the islands moving. He's zooming. Look at him go. Wow. I could be wrong, kind of? I'm not seeing anything at the very moment. Not that you can pull off yet, skill-wise. Alright, I'm gonna head back into my ship then. I think we're about to hit the sun exploding again. I could be wrong, but it's been a hot minute and I feel like the sun's about to get kind of angry. You gotta do something done to get into the underbelly. Okay, I'll try to figure that out more organically then. You're hiding secrets down there, and I want to know what you are. Let's get off this devil planet. Nothing else in that town. Is it just me, or is that tornado like significantly larger than all the other ones? It's a good chance to drown. Okay. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I feel like there's a reason for that. Wait, which is the camera button? No. Flashlight. On. There we go. All the planets when I think the sun's about to explode. Don't! Oh, 7. Oh, I'm just exploring the good part. What are you? I need to know what you are before the planet explodes. There's something new. There's something hiding. And I'm something dead. All these planets want to kill you. Keep that in mind. Even Timber Hearth. Wow. Just wow. I missed the start of this. It just, check your map. You're lucky on time, otherwise I'd be super dead. And you're lucky I'll have you grounded for medical reasons because I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, yeah, we'll check our map in a second here. So you know about ghost matter? Yes, I did learn about ghost matter because I stepped right into it. I found the little cage ghost matter earlier. I stepped into it, so. It's not as angry right now. Your map updates in real time. Brittle Hollow, Giant's Deep, the Hourglass Twins, the Interloper. Dark Bramble sounds scary. Can be used to track the sun. Gotcha. So I can check on the map or the sun every now and then. Nope. Listen, I've not played the game. I know there's terrifying things though. Let's just put it that way. They're all scary. Oh, this seemed like such a little peaceful game. Don't say that. Wait, match faster. Match faster. Oh, don't. We're just for reasons, we're gonna park it right back here. There is no place safe. I mean, when the sun's gonna explode, what do you expect? Ow. Oh, speaking of time loops, we should play, is it 12 minutes? And isn't it scary? Ow. I think it's called 12 minutes or something like that. We should play that. You're not gonna let me go down there. Aha. The Hanging City. Below 50 meters. What the? I'm fine. To our friends on Brittle Hollow. I just warped here from the White Hole Station. On the other side of the Brittle Hole's black hole. Our design worked. We've successfully created warp travel. I don't know how close to Enoda's original design, but as long as we know we built works, I'm delighted. I knew we could do this. Cassava, I hope you're reading this. Wait, this can't be correct. Larry, have you seen those readings? If they were accurate, they would violate causality. There must be an equipment error somewhere. I'm returning to the White Hole Station. If you route me there, we can run a full diagnostic and hopefully locate the problem. Don't tell Cassava. Brittle Hollow? Yes, we're in Brittle Hollow. There was more of these. Why are you saying that? Why are you saying that? Hope you don't fear the fall. Interesting. Very interesting statement. How you doing, Mr. Sun? Oh, that's probably what the banjo was right there. Oh, there's more. This is wonderful news. I can't wait to see the warp tower. Although it's been a long time since I've jumped through a black hole. Don't say that so casually. Yeah, I'm just gonna jump black hole with the boys on Friday, you know? Pour one out for the black holes. It's another one of those. Okay, I'm being honest with you. There's one thing I'll be very honest about. The reason I'm afraid of Dark Bram... The reason I'm afraid... Ow. I think it's called Dark Bramble. Whoa. It's because when I watched someone play this like 6 years ago, he said there's something terrifying, and he pointed to Dark Bramble. So... I don't think any of y'all are on the twins. Ah, look, Cthulhu's going by. Good old Cthulhu. Casually using wormholes, no biggie. As you do. Oh. Hold on. Give me that back. Use caution. A black hole sleeps below. You must not slip. Lantern. So it does. So it does. Ah. Well, this is gonna be a one-way trip. There, right? You must overcome your fears, all of them. I'm gonna tell you this right now. If there's any spiders in this game, we're closing this. We're gonna go play like 12 minutes, okay? Okay. Of note, be sure not to wander far from here. Though this area is somewhat unstable, it's safer than any we've found so far. The temporary settlement is finished, but remember to be cautious of falling rocks and dust created by meteor impacts. Interesting. Ooh, what are you? You're another one of those. We've seen one of those before at the beginning. Oh, I need to stop doing that. The knowledge is too dear to lose. Here is everything we can recall about the signal we encountered while aboard the vessel. The signal was older than the universe itself. This is the most significant detail. No Nome clan has ever encountered anything like it. How can anyone in this universe be older than the universe itself? Imagine what rare and profound knowledge it might offer. We must find this eye of the universe. The signal looked much like an eye, round with a circle at its center, much like a pupil. Suppose the signal was looking for something. It is redacted. Ow. Three minutes of oxygen remaining. Well, we're not going to survive this trip down anyway, so. Is the hardest part of this tragedy not knowing who may have lost? Or what would the hardest part to come? We learn. Be well, Aunt Mallory. Like, we can't get out of this, so we're just going to go. Unless we come across... Oh! You just... Oh, okay. Wait. Wait. What? So the eye saw it, the bramble took it, and the bramble encapsulated it? I can't understand, why did the vessel crash into that place? We warped to follow that curious signal from the eye of the universe. Where we arrived was wrong. It wasn't even where we tried to go. Suppose it wasn't the problem with the vessel, but with our destination. I'm afraid our friends in escape pod 3. Was the vessel unwell in some way? No, Anona, and I checked before the warp, and the warp core and the navigation system were both well. I think this is like the takeaway right here. This is the biggest thing we could, like, talking my ass a little bit there when I say that, but that seems massive to know because, like, now we know whatever seed that was. Oxygen. Whatever seed that was has something to do with this whole story. Like, I mean, yeah, you can assume that, but... We can hear the others' escape pods' distress signals, which gives me hope. Folly, are you still here? I am unsure how to survive in a place without you. I am unsure how to be me without you. Go yeet. I don't think I have a choice other than to yeet. Like, I can't go back up. I don't have a choice. Oh, we're yeeting. Not by choice. Make it, make it, make it, make it. Make it, make it, make it, make it. Ow. Has he found out about the hot blueberry? What's a hot blueberry? There'll be more later. What is happening? Yeet. Welcome to the chat, Hotfix. Nice to have you here. There's the white hole. I'm on the other side of the universe. Oh, psh. Houston, we have a problem.
Oh,
Follow.
no. Why should I follow you?
Topfix, thank you for the follow, my friend. I appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. You'll level critical. Yeah, I got other problems, but I'll be honest. Like, I understand that's a problem, but... Well, there's that over there. If we're gonna do something here. This is just all stuff the white holes spit out. Again, not what I wanted, but thank you. Maybe that is what I want. Hold on. Just fly at the sun. Fly me to the moon and let me... Sorry. Oh. Scout, yeah. The sun's still looking pretty healthy, which is the problem. The Hourglass Twins, what are you? The Ash Twin and the Ember Twin. Okay, so the Ash Twin is something pretty important from what we found out so far. Dark Bramble. From what we found out so far. It spit out a lot of stuff. It did. There's just a lot here. Like, there's a lot to take. What planets have you been to? Let's see, I have been to Timberhearth a little bit. I very briefly visited Giant's Deep. Very briefly. And then the sun exploded. And we, yeah, barely scraped Giant's Deep very briefly. And then Brito Hollow just kind of yeeted me. First trip to Brito Hollow, it was. Such a cool game, dude. Oh, my ship's here. Hold on, I can use my Kerbal, like... Explore a few other areas of Timberhearth and the Attlerock. Yeah. If I play this well, I should be able to get to my ship. Oh, that's kilometers. Never mind. Okay, my ship's very far. Using oxygen as propellant. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, so falling into that black hole is just basically a death sentence. I see. Oh, this is important. Bro's doing the most difficult way to get back. I don't think I'm getting back, I'll be honest with you. We all fall down, eh? It's not what the song's about. Good. Go. Oh, I hate that. That's not a fun noise, dude. All right, round 4. Round 4, Groundhog Day all over again. Recap. Should've just went after the sun. Oh, interesting way to wake up because you were suffocating. You wake up trying to gasp for air. Marshmallows. We didn't do very well the first time, did we? Hold on, I can do this. Seeing the shit? Never mind. Don't look at this shit. Don't look at this shit. Alright, keep going. Judge me. When you don't have anything equipped, you can left click a celestial body to lock onto it. Crunchy ones are the best. I feel like we've been in here before. Oh, this is interesting. I haven't talked to you. Who are you? That explosion when you wake up is important too. I don't think you can do well at that. Rude! You're not wrong, but rude. Soup? Oh no, we're back to the soup conversation, are we? Listen, that's like, we're like 8 games past that. You can't bring that back again. I'm actually going back because I want to see that statue again. That's the reason I'm heading back here. Soup. I mean, the game doesn't let you. Oh, I thought you were just insulting me. You can see the Twitch chat I deal with on the daily. Semi-daily. Oh, music. Yeet. Yeah, I want to see you. Oh, because your eyes are open now, so you guys are more interested. I don't know if a good marshmallow is programmed into this game. Hey, I was about to come find you. Look, look, look. You've got to see this. Nome's eyes are open. They used to be closed. Probably should start with that. Now they're open. I'm not sure why they're open, since no one actually saw it happen, but this is huge news. Did someone tell Gar— oh yeah, we talked to him, but we died. Or maybe Rebek. Oh stars, this is so exciting. It's making my stomach hurt. Hey, look at this. The statue opened its eyes. Bet you wish you see that, huh? Me too. It's not even a little close to understanding what's happening with the statue. Was there something we needed? I'm good for now. I want to look at the sun. Coming soon. I wonder if that's just like a very light nod at like anyone who's supported the game before. We've looked at that. We've looked at that. I don't like you. We know what that is. We've looked at that. That's the remains. That's correct. Yeah, Nome skeleton. I don't think we've looked at you, which seems like an important thing now. Aside from the dwellings and structure they built, the Nome also made art. This decorated pottery is discovered in Brittle Hollow. Some ancient Nome are depictions of strange animals, foreign celestial objects, and other subjects that can be found in our solar system, or that can be found in our solar system, which makes us wonder whether the Nome originates somewhere in the universe or simply had vibrant imaginations. Were the Nome born in our solar system, or were they born among the stars and planets? And if they were, how and why did they come here? These are just some of the questions we hope to answer further through xenoarchaeological expeditions. That is a word. Huh. This thing you should have seen after the first death. That's fair. Can I just get to the launch pad from here instead of going all the way down? Maybe. I don't think so. Okay. Did you see the room to the side? Are you referring to the rock that kind of moves when you look at it? Or when you don't look at it? It's like a foot of water. Yeah, I saw that one. That's interesting. By the way, GRW, this is why I knew about the ghost, because I was like, oh, a cage, and I stepped in it, and then I started dying. Hello. A lot of people miss it. No, I saw that. That was really cool. At first, I thought it was just the devs being cheeky and be like, hey, this is what we can do with our engine. But like, the longer I play this game, the more I'm like, maybe this means something. Okay, so if we're... Now that I know we're on a time limit for the sun, I'm gonna go back to that bramble seed here and actually send my little friend through it. Oh, where am I exactly? Launch tower, here we go. Maybe. Marshmallow. I'll try again next time. Next time the sun explodes, I'll try for another marshmallow. Shloop. Just every time I want to lift off, I want to play the Super Mario Odyssey, just like do 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 do. Like a small watchtower right there. Yeah, here it is. All right. Maybe not that view yet. Hold on. There we go. Someone was saying about like a spicy blueberry earlier. That had me interested. We're suited up. Suited up. This should be interesting. Where's it going? Wait. Hold on. That's a problem. That shouldn't work like that. So is it a white? No, it wouldn't be a white hole. Look up after shooting it. All right. Duplicate signal. Oh. The scout is now over there. Oh, shh. So the scout's made to the dark bramble, which makes sense given... Man, the whole game wants me to go to the dark bramble, and I'm just like... Yeah, we read all this already. Oh, man, dude. Alright. 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 Maybe I can find like something else to check out before we go. Just anything, frankly. No? Oh, alright. Sad Meridian. So what time is it? Is it time to end the stream yet? No, it's not quite time to end the stream, is it? Maybe it's just time to like text your family, text your mom, say hi. Don't like you. You should be checking out everything. That's the vibe I'm getting. You're interesting. Because you're just like shooting out. So the Speedmer is often an accidental speedrunner. That's true. I've actually speedran a couple games. Again, by total accident. Excuse me? It's very talented Bramble. Whatever this thing is has been like sending out almost like probes. I'm just saying we can fit in there. I'm just saying we can fit in there. Good luck. Why would you say good luck? Why would you say good luck? What do you mean? What do you mean? We can leave. It's okay. We can go. We can go. Oh. Holy. It's fine. Good luck. Have fun. You can't make up for it now. Oh, dude, I have to go in there, don't I? Oh, you gotta do it eventually. Do I? We could just go play like Stardew Valley and not do that. Stardew Valley's a happy game. Alright, alright, alright. Hold on, flying's hard. There's legit nothing in there. I don't believe any of you at this point. That's the problem. Touch it. It's fine. I don't believe any of you. What the fuck is that? All right, it's a terrible place. We don't go there. So, was anyone gonna tell me about the giant anglerfish? Anyone you gonna tell me about that? It wasn't fine. You don't say. You just shot off a pro. Why? Oh, you just blew up. Hold on. Oh, no. This is important. Hold on. This is important. Hold on. Map. Marshmallow. That just blew up. I didn't catch that the first couple times. And when it did, it shot something off in that general direction. Marshmallow. Hey, puppy. Marshmallow. Marshmallow is safe. Ooh, getting toasty. Golden brown. A little bit more. Yeah, it's a good marshmallow. I thought you would tune to the other Scooby Space Fish and play said to be evil, you know? Okay. I would have assumed Creepy Space Fish is, you know, does what a fish does, water. I would have assumed that was in a brittle, not that. So I was like, I was fully prepared to see that in brittle, and when I didn't, I was terrified. Yay. Hey Noodle, I am shitting myself. Welcome to the stream. Well, okay. Are we off the planet yet? Yes. How are you and your pants doing, friend? Yes. How are you doing? Oh, this isn't Slime Rancher. What gave that away? Don't be afraid to wear or don't forget to wear your brown pants. So that sounds very angry. So wow, Slime Rancher got so grumpy in its last levels. No, 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 dodge. We're good. I'm actually looking for the ruined space station around it. Am I looking at the right planet? I may not be. I think I am. I know, believe me, but it's kind of like Slime Rancher. What's funny with you saying that is I'm okay about do some Final Fantasy. Ooh, have fun, friend. It's funny you say that because the very end of Slime Rancher was talking about like exploration of space. And I was like, that's just a perfect segue to play this. Wrong planet. Ah, we're here now. It has a black hole. Hold on. Nope. Nope. Okay. Let's just match this real quick. That looks like a pretty good place to land. Nope. Right there. Great place to land. Great place to land! Landing mode. Yeah, so Noodle, this is this Space Subnautica? No, this is more Ocarina of Time meets Kerbal Space Program. Ending Slime Rancher is a great way to start this. Yeah, it was. I really enjoyed that game. I'm gonna play more of that in my off time, I think. What's the gravity? 0.8, so gravity's in our favor this time. Majora's Mask is more like. Did I say Ocarina of Time? Majora's Mask is definitely right. Unidentified signal nearby. Oh. Oh. Ah! Sorry. Won't happen again. Ow. Something's... Escape Pod 1. I want to play this game myself, and I've heard it's the best experience blind, so I'm going to hop off with my friend, have a good stream. Totally understandable. Do that. Trust me, this game is phenomenal. Great soundtrack. Experience yourself. Have a wonderful night, Noodle. Is everyone unharmed? Wait, that said something. Oh, there's more pages. No one was badly injured from the escape pod's impact. We're incredibly fortunate. This is good news, at least. Have we heard from Escape Pod 2 or Escape Pod 3? No, I'm unable to make contact. My equipment can hear the other two escape pods' distress signals. However, if it's any comfort, both pods must be structurally intact. I'll continue calling for them. My gratitude. If we can... Thatch, the moon is approaching. Fucking Majora's Mask! Everyone brace yourself swiftly. The volcanic moon has returned. Oh no! Be cautious of falling off ash and debris. I believe the moon has passed. F for the moon. The planet doesn't necessarily, planet doesn't appear eager to have guests. We are certainly unwelcome on its surface. We need to find shelter and quickly. The volcanic moon won't be gone for long. I observed several problems on site below the surface. We'll need to construct a way for everyone to climb down safe from this cliff. Perhaps we can build platforms. Ah, that's what the platforms were. I see. Ow. Can I get in on this side? Can I? No, I don't think I can get in. Okay. Let me refill my fuel real quick before I head down. Go. Where'd it go? There it is. You can get it. What do you mean you can get it? Much better. Try up. Aha! We've seen this signal before quite a bit. I think it's just our signal. What are you? Oh, no May writing. Collision imminent. Preparing for impact. Okay, there's several signals here. Hold on. Flight log. Escape pod 1 vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency crew activated. Awaiting departure from vessel. Escape pod 3, launching escape pod 2. Now launching escape pod 1. Collision imminent. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. Minor structure unstable detected. Pockets of breathable air detected. Adequate solar energy detected. Verdict hospitable. This is no May. Initially, I assumed this was one of us, but this is no May. Emergency escape hatch. Oh, let me just yeet this door off here real quick. Don't mind me. Use caution. A black hole sleeps with flow. You must not slip. I really love the way this writing is. Like, going down to the details of the squigglies and the way it analyzes it. That's really, really cool. I really greatly enjoy that. So it sounds like they may have built something. I should have wrote it down. Ah, I see. Wait. Was this the planet we were on before? Yeah, this is the planet we were on before. Hold on. That's... Well, that's just a problem now, ain't it? Yeah, we've seen... Have we seen this? Yes. No one's coming to save us. Where... Oh, no. We've not read this one. We need to stay close to the escape pods so Felix can monitor us. Monitoring messages. We can't be rescued if we are in prison to respond. I don't believe anyone's coming to save us, Thatch. Now we must save ourselves. I agree. We're here because the eye signal called to us and we have followed. If we are to find it, we need to merely survive, but thrive. This is a wise point, Plume, and elegantly made. If moving to the northern glacier will keep us safer, that's must we should do. Gotta get here fast, like Sonic. I believe we should migrate to the northern glacier. Building beneath the crust again, which shelters from volcanic plumes eruptions. What if we use gravity crystals to craft a stable path? I have a lot to look into with the ship right now. I don't think we went in there last time. So they built a whole, like, minor civilization down here. Really eloquently too, actually. Like, these aren't just like little huts. These are full-on, very elegantly, nicely made homes. Or at least, like, dwellings, I should say. Oh. Ah, trees, wonderful. We're gonna need those. And then we saw this. Yeah, okay. So what does it mean? I assume... Oh, wait. The eye called to them. So that's them responding to the eye. But... the bramble took them. The 3 escape pods. No, that's the 3 escape pods. I see. So the first escape pod, where... Here, maybe? One's stuck in the brambles. And the other one is... Oh, no, that's the twins. That has to be the twins. Yeah, that's the hourglass twins. There's another escape pod on there. Okay. But where was that? Wasn't Giants Deep. It wasn't the Dark Bramble either. Well, the Dark Bramble is some sort of threat. Interloper, you're important for some reason. Okay. We've read this, yes. That's what you just found. Okay. Well, it's been good seeing ya. I want to watch this. What does this look like when it falls in? Oh, it just kind of gets shot over there, I assume. Whoa! Angry Moon. Very angry moon. I don't think there's a way back up again. Maybe there's something I can do once I get to the black hole. There's stuff over there. Now that I'm here, what can I do? What are you? Nope. No. Oh. Trees detected. Hold on. Oh, shoot, dude. Projection stone. Hold that. I thought I dropped it. Like, nah, I don't need this. Ancient alien artifact, should throw it away. Welcome to the White Hole Station. If you fell through the black hole by accident, don't worry, you aren't the first. This warp tower can return you to the Brittle Hollow. Every warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. The tower's warp can only be used during the brief window when the tower is aligned with the corresponding astral body. In this case, the Brittle Hollow. You are standing on the warp alignment, the first floor. You must be standing on the warp platform on the floor during the alignment to be warped. If you look up while the station is rotating, you can see alignment happening when the astral body is overhead. I want to go below. I want to see what's down here. What did that do? This should have taken much longer to find. I'm sorry! Is there another one? Nope. I found someone like my third death. I think I'm on death 4 or 5. I don't see much happening with you, so let's go back upstairs. No, you're not brambles. That's a slight problem because... Well, damn. Like, I guess I could get out of here if I really wanted to, but at this point there's nothing left for me out there. Back down. Look, I think I just have to wait. It's not picture time. Yeah, my ship is really close all of a sudden. My ship fell into the black hole. Go get it. Wait, sorry. Okay, let's go get it. Right, rear. Sun check. Pretty angry. It's not looking too good. Sun's not looking too good. Sun's looking a little feverish. Hello, sweetie. Oh, wait. Hello, sweetie. Sweetie! Gold. Here comes the sun. We got a front row seat for it this time. The sun. Well, here's the sun in case you didn't catch it the first time. Perfect execution top. Just the whole ones. All my golf experience. I've never played golf. So something's got to be making the... Unless we're just like at the end of the universe here. I forgot that space physics are a thing and that you just keep grabbing speed. Yeah, that planet's been destroyed. We keep grabbing autopilot. We'll get there just in time for the sun to explode. Hold down space to stop. Yeah, that would have been smarter of me. There we go. Hey. Stop it. It's being a pain. I don't mean to question your judgment, autopilots. I don't mean to question your judgment, autopilot. Autopilot, I'm questioning your judgment. Oh, dude. Yeetus. Dude. Complete us. Yep, right there. Hold on. Watch it. It's firing in that direction. Okay, it's around the stormy planet. We go there next time. Marshmallow. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to play our final game of marbles for the night. If you're new to the stream, please feel free to stick around for marbles. It is quite a good time. Is there anything I need to do to save here, or is it saves automatically? I assume it saves automatically based on this menu right here. Reset loop. Oh, what's that mean? Is it just like a one-off game? Or will it save? I should ask that before I quit. Auto saves on death. Cool. Oh, the loop is just like your current loop. Got it. I understand. Grab some music. There we go. And marbles. Marbles? 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 There you go, marbles! Alienated. It's very appropriate, actually. Oh! Hey, friend. If you'd like to play marbles, exclamation mark play will get you into the game. I'll give you like 60 seconds because there seems to be a bit of lag right now. However, this is going to be the last game of marbles for the night. Oh, dude, I love that game. That's such a cool game. I'm looking forward to playing that again. I want to play more of that. What? Stop being a twerp. Stop it. You have 30 seconds. So is there like an end to that game? Or is it just like explore and figure out the mystery as you're trapped in this loop? Like, I imagine, like, don't spoil me on this, please. But like, I imagine you can't stop the exploding of the sun, but maybe you can figure out what's going on with the brambles and like why the Nome crashed into here. What's this eye thing all about? I already want to try it. The game leaves you with an itch. I wish you luck. It does appear, Aramara. This is a hard end. Oh. Aramara has the previous record on this. However, it does appear almost everyone except AV Pattern. What happened? What happened, friend? There is an end. I look forward to that. There is a but. Very good. AV Pattern flying down the track, catching up speed rather quickly. Myself, Jirdu, and Aramara all pretty glooped up. Pretty glooped up. Grouped up. Gotta watch out for that pesky UFO, however. Very tricky. Very tricky. However, everyone seems to have dodged it just fine. Boost. That's right. Exclamation point boost will indeed make you go faster. Lies. Through the trees, through the brambles, through the farm. They look like brambles, okay? Might actually be a rigged game, unfortunately. Streamer's in the lead, so confirmed rigged game. A but is an end. A butt spot's not wrong. Everyone has caught up quite nicely as I've gotten stuck right there. However, others also appear to be having trouble. Perhaps there's a chance. Still plenty of time. And there's always the opportunity to just miss the exit at the very end. The brambles are already haunting you. That anglerfish is going to haunt my dreams. GRW, I believe in you, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come on. You got this. Come on, buddy. Come on. Hey! Sorry for the mic peek there. I hated dark brambles. Looks like I'm going for the shot. Followed right behind Aramar. Couldn't miss this. Aramar might take it. I missed, however. Aramar takes it. Not only beating their previous score, but taking first place. Unfortunately, AV Pattern falls off. It's now up to GRW. Can he make it? Different song here, please. But Giant Steep really messed me up. Don't say that. I like Giant Steep. Will GRW make it? Not even close. Not even close. Oh, that's cool. Good race. Very good race. You know what? I'm going to send you to another Outer Wild streamer. If you like the stream, please consider following. It does help quite a bit. We'll be playing more of this on Tuesday. And on Saturday, we'll be opening up a Minecraft server as we do kind of weekly with a community thing. Right now, we're doing Minecraft. But yeah, consider following. It helps quite a bit. I'm going to send you to someone here. Let's find out. Chewing stream. I've had this game. Let's try this person. Corpse Luna 33333. Go to more. Perfect. Send you over to this person. They're streaming Outer Wilds as well with a couple of viewers, so they'll be quite glad to have you. Hey, thank you everyone so much for watching tonight. I greatly appreciate you being here. It was wonderful having you here on such a fun couple of games, actually, between Slime Rancher and this game. It was a really great time. But yeah, like always, consider following !mark socials. We'll get you all the socials like Discord, Twitter, all that fun stuff. And as always, thank you everyone who has subscribed. Thank you very much, Nate, for subscribing. Appreciate you, buddy. Hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful night. I'll see you on Saturday for some Minecraft. Thank you for watching.